All right, friends, it's T and I'm back, man, with another video. I had a request before. Somebody asked me, man, hey, you know this guy, Basement Bodybuilding? Can you do a video on him? Well, look, I've seen his channel before when he first started. You know, I was out there as well. My channel would never be popular with anybody. He's at 19K. I told you my old channel, the most I could get up to was 2.5 at that time. Because putting out real information doesn't really, it's not marketable. You understand me? Building real muscle is not marketable. Everybody wants to pretend that they're building muscle. In the back of his mind, look, this guy reached an MND size. This is the equivalent of a lifting slave. Your muscle has an MND size limit. It reached it. Newbie gains. Okay, so what does he do? What does he do? He keeps lifting here. Road to 18-inch arms. Regardless, yes, I've reached the limit, whatever, but okay, there's nothing going on there, but I'm gonna get 18-inch arms. Rotation 18-inch arms. See what I mean? Try and build that with just protein. If protein synthesis exceeds this breakdown, then that will build these arms 18 inches. Okay, then do that. Do that on protein. If that's what builds muscle, eat protein. But why eat starch? Why eat a herbivore diet? Why eat all these carbohydrates? See what I mean? So the road to 18-inch arms may not be that far if he's eating an artificial diet. I'll explain this. Your diet is a carnivore diet. Anything beyond a carnivore diet in a human diet is considered an artificial diet. In other words, if you're eating engineered fruits and vegetables, which cannot be found in nature, and you're eating them, that is considered an artificial diet. If you're eating processed and ultra-processed food, which do not exist in nature, then that is an artificial diet. See what I mean? So if you're eating things that some things could be found in nature, but not everywhere all over the planet. But I'm just saying, for an example, it's artificial. It is not. Your diet is a carnivore diet. And if you're eating anything beyond that, it's considered artificial. That's all I'm saying. Okay? So, when you lift in the gym, what he's shooting for now in the gym, when he reached this... Okay, so he reached this MND size limit. He came to the gym. As you know, he was in the gym. He was lifting. Hold on a second, look for this map. First training, satellite cell fusion, boom, he got this, the newbie gain. It reached an MND size limit there. It reached this limit, the MND size limit. Right here, it reached an MND size limit, it's beyond. And the second, it shifts into this sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. What is it? It's a type of artificial muscle growth. So what he's eating an artificial diet, usually that's what's happening. People ask me, how do you bypass MND size limits? Okay, it has a limit, da 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 da. You bypass it, you can bypass it artificially, by eating your artificial diet of these starches and things like that. Okay? That's how you bypass it. And that's what he's shooting for, the pump. So if he truly wants to get these 18-inch arms, eat more artificial diet. Eat more carbohydrates, complex, whatever. And you'll get these 18-inch arms. Now, the sarcoplasmic hypertrophy make you stronger? No. Will your lifts get stronger practicing here? Yeah, because he's going to think, in his mind, he thinks that I've got to lift heavier to get bigger. You understand me? When in fact... You're simply, for every gram of glycogen, 3 grams of water are drawn between the skin and the muscle into the muscle. That is the whole objective of building these phony muscles. So it's not beyond getting 18-inch arms by shifting into sarcoplasmic hypertrophy as opposed to myofibrillar. That myofibrillar hypertrophy ended because muscles are postmitotic. They're not going to create new muscle fibers and then they get bigger. They create them when you're untrained and then they get bigger. You understand me? But your body doesn't give you any more muscle fibers because it reached an MND size limit when you were 15 years old. And then you get an influx of them when you're untrained, when you come to the gym the very first time. That's it. So the majority of people, 99% of the people at the gym, what they're shooting for is the pump. Ask anybody, and look at all these channels. They're shooting for the pump.
Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to episode 1 of the Road.
Like, these channels are garbage in my opinion. It's a garbage channel, just like Natural Hypertrophy and the rest of these. They're all garbage. The Alpha Destiny channels, the Omar Izov, it's all garbage.
To 18-inch arms. Weight is 196 and I'm 5'9" for reference, and I recently turned.
This guy is so dumb, he doesn't understand anything about lifting because he lacks experience. He hasn't tried these modalities. When people telling you about carb cycling, what do you think they're talking about? I'm carb cycling, and I built myself carb cycling. What do they mean by that? How does a carb build a muscle if protein synthesis needs to exceed this breakdown? If protein synthesis needs to exceed breakdown, look. If protein synthesis needs to exceed this breakdown and to gain mass, then what is carbs building? They say I'm carb cycling and I'm getting bigger. Then what are you building? What is carbs based on? Glycogen. What is sarcoplasmic hypertrophy? Right here, see there at the bottom? Glycogen concentrations. It's an ATP, it's an energy source. Yeah.
25 years old, if that has any factor, which I don't think it does, but I figure someone will ask my age. So, first off,
he's 25 years old. I would say that the truly to build any more of these real muscles, even when it does close off, to maximize that newbie gain. Those were the best years, your teen years up to about 24, 25, because now the growth plates have definitely closed. So that growth is completely gone. You're not going to get taller or bigger physically. It's really gone. And at that point, after that, it's really hard. Yeah. So what is he really getting here? What is he really building here? Road to 18 inches. It's really simple. Eat glycogen. Eat glycogen. Eat complex carbs, and you'll build these phony muscles.
This is a slightly shorter episode.
That's why they tell you a stronger can't get you bigger. That's why I said in my other videos, a stronger cannot get you a bigger because it's not responsible for the mass of the limb muscles. You understand me? That's why a stronger can't get you bigger. But in the back of his mind, he thinks that if he lifts heavier, like the jackass that he is, the idiot he is, that's going to make the arms bigger. But when he's lifting, he goes, oh, look, I get the pump. But he doesn't recognize that it's disassociated. A stronger can't get you bigger because the myocytic androgen receptor controls the strength, but not the mass of the limb muscles. Because you get more of these androgen receptors because of this it's an adaptation process. Your body gives you more of these androgen receptors for the molecules to bind on the muscles so that they can give you more of this force production. That is a known fact. It tells you in here. It tells you when this was disrupted. It tells you there was a decrease. It says there, and it decreases muscle strength, thus demonstrating that myocytic AR controls the key pathways for maximum force production when there was a deficiency in AR. If there is a deficiency, AR deficiency in limb myositis impairs myofibrillar organization, sarcomeres, and decreases muscle strength. So if you get less of them, you decrease your strength. That's why sometimes you could damage them or disrupt them. And yesterday I could squat 500. Today I can barely do 250 because it's a phony strength. Get it? It's a fake kind of artificial strength. It isn't based on myofibrillar strength like a gorilla. It is based on myocytic androgen receptor strength.
Messed up my filming. I got a new camera. As you can see, the quality's a little bit higher.
In other words, it's a practiced strength. It isn't your natural strength. It isn't your natural strength. It is a practiced strength. And within 10 days, if you leave, that strength will go away to lift something heavy, an object.
The lighting's still a bit off, but overall, the quality wasn't quite up to par of the first few clips this week, so I'm only showing 2 of the total 4 arm training sessions for this week. Moving forward, it will be 3 to 4 sessions of sets.
He's literally wasting his time doing this. You just eat shitloads of potatoes And you could lift any weight on that bar as long as you get the pump, a sufficient pump, so that for every gram of glycogen, 3 grams of water are drawn between the skin and the muscle into the muscle. And you will grow these phony muscles. And you can pretend you're strong. See that? You can pretend. Walk around and pretend. Even if you could lift a heavy weight, and you showed everybody, look, I could lift a heavy weight and I'm big. You're still weak. Your body is still physically weak because it never built any muscle. It's not based on the density of myofibular growth and hypertrophy. It is based on sarcoplasmic hypertrophy.
Compiled into each episode. So now that we density and anything in between programming, how I pick my lifts, answer is I'm not entirely sure. My guess is yes, I do think I can do it, and that's why I'm turning this into a series.
It's a waste of time. He's got a lot of videos here. He likes to pretend that he's big and stuff. He likes to show off a lot. He's tiny. He's small. He's tiny. I don't see anything here. He's an ectomorph. He's got low body fat. All these things are fake. It's all bullshit. Pull day for mass, garbage. Respond to Milo Wolf, garbage. Everything missing the point, debate, garbage. Failure, garbage. PDUs, he's talking about PDUs. What the fuck would he know about PDUs? Unless he's on PEDs himself. Response to NH, doom, putting an end to the power building. Full day, leg day size, something. It's all garbage. He's all puffy here. You could tell he's puffy. He's carrying, it's a lot of sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. And I love this one, the noob gain fallacy. This is interesting.
Today's video is going to be a piece of advice for beginner lifters that aren't seeing the gains that they want to see in the gym.
And what is that advice? You reach an MND size limit. What the fuck are you talking about?
The most common pieces of advice you'll see, and I promise you, if you look up how to get big for beginners on YouTube or Reddit.
Yes, how to get big. Let's go on YouTube and find out how to get big.
Anything like that. Every answer will be...
This is stupid. This is the stupid nonsense that's out there on the internet. This guy is just another sheeple following the other sheeples.
5x5s, just stick with barbells, do the big 3, don't really worry about anything else.
Yes, the 5x5s and all that will get you over the MND size limit, even though it reached the ceiling limit beyond where it could donate any extra nuclei to support further muscle growth. But he's going to get you over with a 5x5 and all that, sure, yeah.
I want to talk about that advice and actually give my 2 cents to this, to those beginners in this video. So it's not for everybody, but...
Yes. Let me tell you, I told you, the majority of people that are lifting are eating a carbohydrate diet, and so they're misconstruing these carbohydrates for being muscles. A sarcoplasmic hypertrophy muscle is not a real muscle. It's not based on myofibular growth. It's based on sarcoplasmic. Therefore, it's artificial. That's why you had that idiot vegan Gains laughing in the video going, oh, what is this sarcoplasmic, artificial? And then when I mentioned it and I brought up the information, he shut the fuck up.
When it comes to the advice of just sticking with the basics, just sticking with barbells and the big 3, minimalist programs for beginners.
Like, this is just the typical garbage that you get on the internet, man. You know, this is just fake natties. Noble natties are liars. The noble natties are liars, fake natties. I don't know what the fuck they are. They're all full of shit, okay? They're taking creatine, fake stuff. They're eating... If you are eating an artificial diet, and you're creating artificial muscles, then you are a fake natty. Get it, man? Because you're not building real muscle, because that domain ended with newbie gains. You got to shut the fuck up, man, already. I'm tired of these fucking people. This channel's garbage, bro. Look, just like this guy laughing in the video, what's his name? I did hear with the fucking... The guy's all over the place.
Saladino's face looks old, wrinkled, and deteriorated.
Let me see if I could find
In
it.
sense, he's just...
Why don't you prove I'm not making any sense? What's not making sense exactly?
saying
Hold on.
Speak English, man.
seem relevant to the fucking videos.
Man, he's so hurting inside. He just needs to be right about everything. You haven't disproved anything that I said, other than opening your pie hole, your vegan slave mouth.
This life wasn't enough.
Me that glycogen. He can't handle the truth. That's what happens to everybody. The moment the real
Okay, here it is. The glycogen. I think I talked about it. Hold on a second. Let's see. This is where he gets nuts. All right, here it is.
is, why the fuck should I?
A certain period of time.
It takes a life of its own, called sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. What is sarcoplasmic hypertrophy? I tell everybody on my channel, man, sarcoplasmic hypertrophy is a type of artificial muscle growth, broski.
What does he mean, artificial?
See, this is the question where it starts coming in, the dumbfoundedness. What does he mean, artificial? Well, I'm going to prove it. That's what I mean. I'm going to bring it up and show you, your mental brain, what artificial means. Duh.
See that? It's a type of artificial muscle growth, just for the visual.
What does he mean, artificial?
Notice how he keeps repeating himself. What does he mean by artificial? Exactly what it means. Fluid. It's artificial.
What does he mean? I can't read English. What does he mean, artificial? It says you train the muscle for no other reason than to visually increase the size by increasing the amount of fluid it can hold. Oh, what does he mean? What does he mean? You mean what does Google mean? Duh, what a fucking idiot.
What is artificial about it?
Facts. What is artificial about it? Because it's fluid, making the muscle bigger and not real muscle. It's not based on protein synthesis, needs to exceed that breakdown. Duh. Fluid. That's what it is, man. See that? First the fluid that it holds.
Yes, okay. I don't know what this has to do with my video.
There's no strength. Fucking stop talking. Let me finish fucking speaking, you idiot. You imbecile. It refers to the increase in volume and fluid. It doesn't make muscles appear large. It makes muscles appear larger, but it does not increase strength, you idiot. So how could it be real muscle? That's what's artificial. If it doesn't increase strength, it's artificial. It's fluid that you hold. It's glycogen. Glycogen doesn't build muscle. Protein does, you fool. There. So he may look big. That's why they always like, oh, I get it bigger, but I didn't get it stronger. I got it stronger, but I didn't get it bigger, because now his lifts, he's training for what? Androgen receptor strength controls the strength, but not the mass of the limb muscles. What are these? These aren't adaptations, because you're not building any more muscle. So let's get Coke.
You see how dumbfounded he is? He's just like, holy shit, man. I had no fucking clue. Because I did a video one time about HCG, and he said, holy shit, it came out in my video, and he freaked out. He goes, I didn't even know that. Yeah, HCG about penis growth and stuff. He didn't know that. He didn't know any of this stuff because he's an idiot. You understand me? He's a vegan idiot. Just like all these other channels that are out there. So this desktop, bodybuilding, whatever the fuck it's called. It's all garbage. This guy here. His channel's garbage. Everything he's doing here is just a waste. It's just a waste. All of this build by machines, solution lifters, lagging shoulders, response, make mistakes, Smith machine, underrated, blah. He's a lifting slave. This is lifting slave mentality. You understand me, man? And it goes on and on and on and on forever. It never ends. It's just garbage, garbage, more garbage. He loves to show himself with a puffy fake look. See this? That's the whole point, to show yourself with a puffy sarcoplasmic muscle look. That's it. It isn't based on myofibrillar growth, this guy. He reached an MND size. He doesn't know how to get over an MND size limit, I can tell you that. I don't even know how long he's been on here. He hasn't been on here that long. 1 year. My channel was older than his. It's a couple years old before it was taken down. I know, like I said, I've seen his channel, but look, in 1 year, he went all the way to 19,000. I was on there for over 3, 4, or 5 years, and I could barely make 3,000. And my information was a lot better than his. But of course, you're gonna have a lot of dumb followers in this world. That's why I'm laughing at all of you out there. I'm not laughing with you, I'm laughing at you. You get it, man? That's why I'm putting out this information. Laughing at everybody out there is a lifting slave. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. Lifting slave. I like this one. What is this? Attack?
Strength training and powerlifting. What I would say to this is
Bodybuilding is under attack. It's all under attack. Yes, everybody's attacking. We're attacking. They're getting attacked. Strawman. Oh.
Because you max out on your bench, even on a pretty
He's upset about Revival Fitness. Who cares about him? He's fake too.
regular basis. Your muscles are not going to start melting away, and you're not going.
you could also make the case that, well, maybe I did reach my natural potential, my genetics weren't good, and I just wasn't able to get beyond anything that would be an intermediate physique according to most people. To counter it.
Yeah, you can't get over it because it's got an MND size limit. So shut the fuck up and go do your studies. I'll see you in the next one, friends. It's kind of obvious. If you mentioned it, that means you reached that limit. It's just you don't recognize it as MND. You recognize it as I reached my potential, my natty potential limit. It's called MND size limit, broski. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends.